intensive treatment.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Intensive Treatment, your number one spot for everything Arkham related on what is known as the greatest podcast in the history of man. Did you get what I did there, man?
Yes.
Go home and get a job. Go home, get a job. Get a job.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about some interesting appearances of Arkham on certain networks and also maybe some other games and other media. So me and Swifty, we just finished talking on Discord one morning. We were hanging out. He was playing City, and I was just kind of roaming through the YouTube space trying to figure out what I was doing. And then I left, and I was looking up something involving demos for the Arkham games, mainly the first two. Anyway, so I came across this video of the Jimmy Fallon show, and he had Sefton Hill on, and they played a demo of Arkham City.
Yep.
Which is like the craziest thing ever. And that got me thinking about, like, Arkham has had some interesting appearances in like other medias and stuff. And some of the stuff we kind of talked about before, and some others we're about to talk about now, which is just kind of interesting. I don't imagine this will be a very long episode, but this will be just something to kind of bring attention to. And it is some fun stuff. So I think what we should talk about first is that short 3-minute, like it's only a few minutes, but it's Jimmy Fallon. He's got Sefton Hill on, and they're playing a very interesting demo of Batman Arkham City.
Yeah,
which I showed Swifty the other day. He never seen it before.
No, I have never seen it. First off, can I say how cool it is to see Sefton Hill legitimately showing off Arkham City on live television?
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
What was the last? I can't, like, there's maybe one other instance where I recall them showcasing like a major video game project on like a late night talk show. Like, besides, they had a reveal for the Nintendo Switch and also Mario Run. Other than that, I can't think of any other instance where like they had a major spotlight on a like highly acclaimed, like highly anticipated video game. And the fact that it was a Batman game nonetheless is just kind of insane when you really think about it. But just to kind of get in, like, just to talk about what happens in the demo. It starts in the steel mill. Batman's flying around doing his thing. He's showing off the Grapno boost and all these other maneuvers and stuff. They get to the front entrance of the steel mill.
This is the best part, guys.
It's Joker rallying a bunch of thugs, and the next thing that happens is that they glide kick into the Joker and just take them all out like just regular old goons and thugs and stuff. They literally, like, they have Joker as like a normal NPC. It's hilarious too because he's holding the mic, he's rallying people up, then all of a sudden just Batman comes out of nowhere and fucking kicks him in the face, knocks him to the ground.
Oh, it was great. And it's part of, like, it's one of those instances where I'm like, man, if they only kept that in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I would have loved to fucking glide kick Joker in the head.
Oh yeah, and it makes complete sense because it's literally the entire part where he's talking into the megaphone, and you have to, you're following the signal from Joker's voice, and I'm like, oh man, that would make sense if he was outside with a microphone hyping up his crew, and like, he just gets absolutely mollywopped by the Dark Knight.
What I find most interesting about this is that it was a demo that was made specifically for like for them to showcase on the Jimmy Fallon show. Like, this was just a completely unique demo compared to like any other thing that was shown previously at like E3 or San Diego Comic-Con and stuff. Like, this was just out of the blue, like just different and really interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's just like a nice, fun tidbit of history that happened that I didn't know about until this morning, basically, and it's just really cool to know about it.
Yeah. It also is pretty cool to kind of going back to our video we did on Arkham trailers and how much hype was surrounding Arkham City at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, the fact that it was popular enough and anticipated enough to make it onto a major network show like that is just like
Right.
insanity.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. Because now, I mean, I can't even remember the last time there was like a video game director on a talk show on national television,
Yeah.
like ever.
Yeah. Showcasing what they've been working on for like the last 3 years or so.
Yeah, Sefton Hill was eating good.
He was. So another appearance that I kind of showed Swifty right before we started recording was so who here in the audience remembers the Spike Video Game Awards? If you do remember, hats off to you, and also you're entitled to our senior citizens discount. But yeah, in the 2011 Video Game Awards, which I watched live on TV, they had certain nominations for Character of the Year, kind of like basically Best Actor in a sense, or at least
Yeah.
that was they were trying to ape off of. And
Right.
one of the Best Characters of the Year, surprisingly, was the Joker,
Mr. J himself.
Mr. J.
Yeah, I
He had
just
a
watched
he
it
had
before
a,
it started.
he
And
literally
it
just
was so
watched
great.
it.
It was so great. It was awesome.
He had a nominee video, like they were just like, showing off who was nominated, and it's ripped right from that scene where Batman's tied down in the wheelchair and the blood's like being like fed into his body. And it starts out with that iconic line of like, nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Right after that happens, fucking Harley breaks the award behind him. And let's just say he was not happy about that. Super
He
pissed.
definitely was
And
not.
my favorite part is like, Harley's just like, we can get another, right?
Do
So
you
I
have
think,
any idea how hard it is to get one of these awards?
yeah. Who do I have to kill to get an award around here? From what I remember seeing this live on TV, I think he won that year, or at least I'm pretty sure. My recollection. But yeah, the video of him winning is great because it's just like, he's surprised at first. It's like, man, you finally came to your senses, huh? Then all of a sudden, the background changes where it's got the Spike logo and the Arkham City logo. And the thing that made people go crazy back then, and I remember there were tons of rumors and all these theories coming out, is that he's holding a script for this project that is known as Arkham World.
That's the best part.
And
if you guys know what Arkham World is,
yeah,
please. We've talked about it before. You have to know what Arkham World is. It's the greatest Batman Arkham sequel that's ever been announced. And
yeah.
I was playing it all weekend.
Spoilers.
Nothing can beat it.
No.
But yeah, literally, I remember just so much speculation coming out of this. Like, what could they possibly do? Is the entire globe just being like, is that Arkham World? And I remember there was also a line of dialogue in City too, like right after you beat the game. There's a few thugs in the museum talking about what could come next. And one guy's just like,
you think? What the hell can they do next? Arkham County? Arkham Country? Big ass Arkham World?
And so it was a nice tie into that, and also just maybe some sort of idea of what Rocksteady was cooking up next, which was not Arkham World, unfortunately.
No. Yeah, that really sucks. We wanted Arkham World so bad.
At least we did get Arkham World, and it's the greatest video game ever made. So,
we all know.
But yeah, as soon as I brought up this idea for the video, like besides the Jimmy Fallon thing, this was the first thing that popped into my head of
Really?
like, these interesting appearances. Yeah, I mean, it's just, out of the blue when you really think about it. It's like you never picture Joker, let alone Arkham Joker, who is like one of the most fucking demented versions of the character, winning an award. Like,
Yeah, true.
um, but yeah, that's great. Everybody watching right now should go back and watch that. Like, just there's a couple videos showcasing like his speech, and then also him winning his monkey award with a crown. So it's a fun, like, it's fun videos. You check them out.
Yeah.
So the next couple of appearances, we kind of already talked about these. One of them was Arkham Batman in Injustice, both the console and the mobile game, which we did a whole video talking about the crossovers between Arkham and Injustice, but I just kind of brought that up because to me it's weird seeing Arkham Batman in a fighting game, let alone like a Mortal Kombat styled fighting game.
Yeah.
You got Joker there, you got Catwoman, and also Harley too if you had the mobile version, but that's a whole stupid thing that I'm hoping that games don't follow up with anymore. It was dumb for Injustice 1 and it was still dumb for Injustice 2.
I know.
Yeah, link the mobile version to get Grid as an alternate costume for Cyborg. Fuck you.
Gay!
What a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Grid.
Out of all characters or like skins you could have put in fucking Grid.
Screw Grid, just hit the Grid E. Idiots.
Give me my Terry McGinnis Batman costume and leave me the fuck alone.
Exactly. That's all we need.
They should have done that too. They should have just had like they should have had like Terry as Batman and also have him being voiced by
Willie
Mr.
boy.
Fidel. Willie.
Free
Willie
boy.
So yeah, he was in both the console version, which is just the Arkham City versions of the characters, and then also they're in Injustice Mobile too, like Arkham Origins Batman, Arkham Origins Deathstroke, Arkham Knight Batman, and also the Arkham Knight himself, Jason. He has like a unique moveset from what I remember. Like nothing's like carbon copy or whatever. It's neat.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I should really go back and play Injustice Mobile again here soon. Maybe I'll do a video on it. Who knows?
I kind of want to just to relive some of my middle school memories.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll I'm gonna link up. I'm gonna link up with Marvel DC fan.
We'll get some Injustice mobile online hype mode.
Yo, I'm downloading it right now.
It's still available, which is still surprising to me.
The first one, right?
I think both of them, but yeah, there's the first one's still getting support to this very day.
Oh my god, here it is. There's no way. Oh my god, Injustice 2 still does exist.
Yeah.
Of course, the thumbnail for it on the App Store is the Arkham Knight skin. Y'all gotta promote an Injustice game by promoting Batman Arkham Knight in 2024.
That's how you do it. You don't put Injustice characters in your Injustice mobile game. You put Arkham characters in.
Yeah.
Because they're clearly better.
That's crazy, dude. Wow. I cannot wait to play this thing.
Yeah. So the last one I kind of wanted to bring up and mention, which we also did another video about, Arkham Batman in mainline comic continuity.
We did.
It's only for like a page, but
yeah, but it's the greatest page ever written.
Yeah. Also, it might be full of like continuity conundrums and stuff, but like it's interesting when you really look at it. And also that page at the end where they're all in their Zernar gear and stuff. And you see Arkham Batman and his fucking badass.
Oh, it's awesome. So good. Yeah, that's a great issue. I don't know if you guys have read it, please let us know and tell us what you think. But it's such a great issue. And when he comes in, I remember when Marvel and I were talking about it initially, like Arkham Batman's returning. It's in a current run issue of Batman, and I was so excited I had to get a copy, and it was just great. It felt like how I felt when I was a kid and the games were coming out, you know, at least for me. What about you?
For me, I just got flashbacks to No Way Home when I saw Toby for like the first time in like so long.
Yeah.
And just seeing Arkham Batman in like the comics, it was almost like that quote from How to Train Your Dragon 2. It's just like, "You're just as beautiful as the day I lost you." Like,
Yep.
it was fun, and it's a good read too. That whole book is like a giant
Oh, yeah.
love letter to
It
everything
is.
Batman. But
It's got a bit of everything and everyone in it.
but oh, you know what I was also thinking about too, which was kind of strange. I guess we can put this in another video. Remember when they put the Arkham Knight into the mainline Batman books, and they had
Yeah,
a completely different origin?
I do.
I guess we could always save that for like how Arkham affected Batman sort of episode. But
Mm-hmm.
I just remember when Batman or Detective Comics 1000 came out, they did this whole big spectacular issue and whatnot, and people were going nuts and it was crazy and whatnot. And then at the very end, they were just like, "Oh, just hold on tight, ladies and gentlemen, because the Arkham Knight is coming to the comics." And you're just like,
Yeah, I remember that.
"Really?" And then
Such
they
a
gave,
weird.
and then it was like a completely different origin story that doesn't work at all as far
Yeah,
as the timeline. And you're
right.
just like, man, this just fucking sucks.
Yeah, I don't know why they decide to ever do things like that. Like keep it in Arkham Knight, please.
Yeah.
I mean, it barely worked in that game, so why do
Yeah.
they think it would work in the comics?
Literally, leave that shit behind and just,
The Arkham Knight is dead. Bury it. Please.
consider it mercy. You fucking plebes. But yeah, that's basically all the ones that I had roaming around I feel like I'm missing some, and I'm gonna be really pissed when somebody mentions in the comments like, "Hey, you forgot to talk about such and such." And I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Ugh."
well.
Maybe if people comment, and maybe we'll do a follow up at some point, and discover what we had missed.
Right.
But yeah, Arkham Batman is an interesting case where he hasn't really like left his own medium. Like he's mostly been
No,
in his
yeah.
own games. He might have cameoed in a couple others, like Injustice, like I mentioned, and also the comics. But for the most part, he's pretty much secluded to his own universe.
Right.
This
Which
isn't like a Spider-Man PS4 type deal where like ever since that game came out, he's always roaming around the Spider-Verse and doing all this other shit, and just like he's just kind of in his own space, doing what he does best, and breaking people's ribs and grinding their teeth to dust.
Yep.
But yeah, the first two examples is pretty awesome, pretty neat stuff there.
Oh, I'm totally with you on that.
Yeah, but I think that's going to cover it for this episode. I told you it was a short one, so so I wasn't lying. But anyway, Swifty, do you have anything you want to tell the audience that you're working on, and
I don't really have anything else that I'm working on my channel right now, but we're doing a lot here at Intensive Treatment, so you should stick around. And tap the notification bell if you haven't already, if you're already a subscriber, and stay tuned for all the cool stuff we have planned. Got a lot of content coming out.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What's going on your side of the YouTube sphere?
So I'm hoping by the time this video comes out, my next review will be out already. And also my LPs that I'm working on for the Let's Play channel. And hopefully also, too, if we can all get together, maybe our next episode of Speaking Nerd Podcast to celebrate our 125th episode.
Isn't that crazy?
I know.
Guys, I don't know if you know how long the Speaking Nerd has been out around, but I'm surprised we're already at 125.
We're almost hitting the 5-year mark, too.
I know. Oh my gosh. No way. That's crazy.
Way. Oh man.
Guys,
But yeah,
that's-
everybody, have a great night. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and also stay locked up like usual.
bye, guys.